Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I am Za and this is Za Canada. Thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-subscribe sa akin lately at kung hindi pa, mag-subscribe na po kayo. And in my channel, I normally talk about immigration updates, life of Filipinos here in Canada, at marami pang iba. In this episode, we are going to talk about elementary school teachers or primary school teachers sa kahit anong bansa, or kung ikaw ay isang teacher sa Pilipinas na nangangarap ngayon na makapunta dito sa Canada, then this video is meant to find you. Panoorin hanggang dulo.
From islands to maple leaves, strength of a heart that believes. Goodbye to Manila, hello to the crisp air, taking a risk with a dream and a prayer. From bustling streets to the...
So, in my last video, I've seen questions na, paano nga ba makapagturo diyan sa Canada? Kailangan ba ulit mag-aral? Ano ba yung mga requirements? And pwede bang magturo sa private or sa public schools? Just so you know, this is not a legal advice, and you can always check the official website of British Columbia, and ipopost ko yan dyan sa link sa baba in order for you to find out all of the details or ang mga specific requirements of being a teacher here in BC. Sa BC siya. Because bawat isang province may iba't iba yang regulatory body and may iba-iba ring silang requirements. Okay? So, first one, just so you know na British Columbia continues to experience shortages in different school districts, especially mga elementary school teachers, French immersion teachers, special education teachers, teachers in rural communities, at marami pang iba. Pero marami yan, okay? Marami pang ibang teaching opportunities here in British Columbia. Just like me, I took advantage of the shortage in elementary childhood educator. And that is my occupation right now here in BC. Pero again, ang pag-usapan natin is primary school teacher. Okay? So, hindi ibig sabihin na kapag teacher ka sa Pilipinas, is magiging teacher ka automatically dito. There are different requirements. Let's first differentiate what is a public school and what is a private school. Okay? Yung public school, they have better salary, strong benefits, pension, union protection, and higher job security. Pero syempre, kahit naman sa Pilipinas, mas mahigpit ang requirements ng public school compared to private or independent schools. Independent schools ang tawag dito. And these are religious schools, Montessori, international, and independent academies. Mas flexible sila minsan sa hiring. Meron silang tinatanggap na internationally educated teachers habang inaayos pa nila ang mga ibang requirements. Okay? And yan ang isa sa mga magandang i-target, yung mga independent schools. The first requirement is definitely yung education mo. Kung ano yung natapos mo. Are you a bachelor's degree sa Pilipinas? Ano nga ba talaga ang equivalent niyan pagdating dito sa Canada? There are a lot of ECA or education, nakalimutan ko ibig sabihin ng ECA. Ilalagay ko lang sa caption. Pero yung ECA yung tawag dun sa mga governing body or dun sa mga private institution na nagko-convert ng qualification or ng equivalent niyang pinag-aralan mo dito sa Canada. So for example, one of them is the WES. Diyan ako nagpa-evaluate noon. So I finished a bachelor degree in Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education back in the Philippines. Pero nung pina-assess ko siya sa WES, ang lumabas lang sa kanya is post-secondary education, bachelor's, 3 years lang. Kasi yung first year, parang inad nila yon sa high school. Kasi 'di ba sa sa ibang bansa, actually Pilipinas lang naman yata yung walang K to 12. I'm not sure kung may K to 12 pa rin sa Pilipinas o bumalik tayo dun sa noon na 6 years elementary, 4 years high school. Hindi ko sure. Pero anyway, dito kasi 6 years elementary and then 6 years din sa high school. Ganyan dito. Okay? Ano nga ba ang kailangan normally dyan pag nagpapa-assess tayo ng WES or ng ECA? Kailangan dyan yung diploma, yung transcript, teacher education program, and practicum. Okay? And minsan, lahat may additional requirements pa yan. So, dapat prepared ang lahat. But if you would like to teach in a public school dito, then you have to take the BC Teacher Certificate. I will also post the link below dyan sa website na yan or kung paano makita yung website na yan. Ito yung nagbibigay ng authority para sa mga tao na makapag-teach sa public school. And normally, tinitingnan nila yung educational background, teacher education, English proficiency, criminal record, character reference, at kung ano-ano pa. So, minsan, kapag may kulang, or minsan kailangan kang kunin na course of study, or kailangan may kulang na unit when it comes to dun sa pinag-aralan mo noon, then posible na kailangan mo mag-additional courses. Kailangan mo mag-enroll sa isa sa mga institution dito sa Canada, and kapag nagawa mo na yon, then that's the time that you will get your BC teaching certificate. So just like me, I haven't done that, but probably I'm not closing my doors to being an elementary school teacher here kasi yan naman talaga yung kinuha ko. But so far I'm loving my job. Mahal ko yung trabaho na ginagawa ko ngayon kasi I'm taking care of babies, of infant. And we have babies less than 1 year old. Masaya sila. Wala silang stress-free ang buhay kapag infant yung mga inaalagaan. The next requirement is English proficiency. Kailangan ko bang kumuha ng IELTS agad? Ang sagot ko dyan is depende. Depende dun sa kinukuha nyong certificate at depende yan sa assessment na ginawa dun sa application mo. Remember, kanina sinabi ko na yung diploma mo or yung transcript of records and yung lahat na kailangan mong ipasa is ipapa-assess mo yan dun sa link na ipopost ko nga sa baba, sa Teacher Regulatory Body ng BC. If they were able to assess your application and they find out na kailangan mong magkaroon ng English or ng English proficiency exam, then that's the time that you will get it. That you take the exam. Okay? You book for an exam, you take the exam, and then submit the remaining requirement. Bakit hindi muna? Kasi may expiration yan. Sayang naman kung nag-submit ka na requirements mo tapos hindi naman pala pasok sa banga. O kaya hindi mo naman pala kailangan. Or madaling mag-expire. So, mas maganda talaga na kapag naipasa mo, and probably bilang ka siguro ng a month or 2, then take the exam. Kasi nga minsan, hindi naman kailangan lang yan hindi lang naman kailangan yan para mag-apply ng licensing. Normally, English requirement is also one of the requirements in order for you to get a work permit here in Canada. So, okay lang rin na magkaroon. But, as far as I know, based on my research, there is a different institution that does it for public schools or for independent schools. Okay? So, going back to the difference between public school and independent school, sa public school, may mas malaking salary, syempre, may pension, better benefits, union, And disadvantage though is mas competitive at mas maraming requirements. Pag independent school or private school, mas flexible, easier entry, good experience, and the salary depends upon the school and the benefits may vary. All right? So make sure to always check your eligibility. Do not send incomplete requirements assuming na pare-pareho ang bawat isang province. Ang ipopost ko lang sa baba is in BC kasi yan yung na-research ko. At nandito ako ngayon. And I'm planning to do that as well. So every province here in Canada has different rules. So if you are planning to come here to BC, then check the link that I'll post down below. That I will post below. And yun yung tingnan nyo. But kung halimbawa, kung gusto nyo naman pupuntang Alberta, then punta kayo sa Alberta Teacher Regulatory Body para sa kanilang mga requirements. So always check the province you are planning to work with. Alright, so hopefully medyo naging clear yung process when it comes to the requirements of being a teacher here in Canada. Kasi minsan, kahit anong apply natin dito sa Canada, kahit teacher pa tayo sa Pilipinas, if we do not have the teaching certificate or the license to teach here in BC, then mahihirapan tayo. Mahihirapan tayo humanap ng employer. Kahit years of experience, kahit ikaw pa yung napakagaling na mag-English dyan sa Pilipinas, if you do not have any license to teach kasi regulated position ang teacher dito sa Canada. Just like a doctor, just like a nurse, an engineer, architect, ayan. Hindi basta-basta na makakapag-apply ka unless you already have that certificate to teach here in BC. Okay? So for now, start collecting your documents early, research the requirement, improve your English if needed, at maging patient sa process. Trust the process lang. Again, nanggaling ako dyan sa sitwasyon nyo na yan that I have been applying for so much jobs na kala ko wala nang tatanggap sa akin. Pero when I found out na kailangan pala ng mga ganyan, mga certificate, then that was the only time that I receive a call from the employer. Okay? So, may part 2 tong video na to. So, panoorin hanggang yung next video ko. And on my next video, we are going to talk about the sahod. The salary, hiring timeline, and step-by-step application guide. Okay? So that should be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click on that bell icon in order for you to get updates in my future or upcoming videos. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Finding our rhythm in this glorious land.